Depending on who you ask, they'll tell you I'm a legend. From YO to the Veil to the Mongo spot on Creston. Always been 1,000, never ever been a lame. Lay a nigga down for these 3 letters on my chain.
Peace, y'all. We're shaking with it. You already know how it's going down. This is your boy, your dog, your G, J Hood and all that. And you are now tuned into a brand new episode of the Tales from the Hood vlog series. Man, you know what I need you to do. Make sure you stream or download all of my projects. Everything is available right now on all digital streaming platforms. Run me up, download my shit, support the kid. I definitely appreciate you. All right, look, we're going to try something different today. Normally, I had a microphone in front of me when I be recording these vlogs for audio purposes because at some point I plan to release the audio in podcast form so you guys could just strictly listen to it, you know what I mean? But like I said, I'm going to do something different this time. But anyway, I need you guys to follow my new Instagram because as I told you on the last episode, Instagram did some bullshit and deleted my profile. So the new joint is at RealJHood_. All right, make sure you follow me at RealJHood_. Let's go. So anyway, today's episode, we're going to talk about the time that Remy ate me on my own track. I'm going to keep it a buck. She got me. You know what I mean? The average nigga won't admit no shit like that, but I'm one of the realest, so I'm gonna give it all the way up. All right? Anyway, let's get into it. So, like I said, if you've been following me, you know I did a track with Remy Ma. Shout out to the BX a long time ago. You feel me? It was like a freestyle, but more so in song form because we put a hook on the joint. I said it was a freestyle because we used someone else's beat, but like I said, the way we did it in a song format. So I invited her to the D-Block studio. It was me, Super Mario, my former manager, Hit, and a couple more other people. I think Luch was there too. So she came. I think she came with like one of her homegirls or somebody else. So I'm sitting there rolling up, smoking, you know, getting right, vibing. You know, she cool as shit, fuck around. So she came through. We just polying, just chopping it up, talking about how we gonna do the track. We end up coming up with the hook, knocked the hook out, and you know, she just sitting there and going over her verse and shit like that. So I think she laid first, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think she laid first. So when she got in the booth and she was kicking her shit, I mean, I already knew how she was gonna come anyway, you know what I mean? Because that's Ren. So I'm looking at Super Mario, he looking at me, and my manager looking at me. He's like, yo, nigga, you better dump, nigga. She going in. I'm like, nah, don't worry, I got it. So, you know, as she wrapping her verse up, I'm like, ooh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So she ended up coming out the booth. I'm like, I see where you going with this shit. That shit fire. She like, no doubt. So I ended up going in the booth doing my verse. See, now I'm gonna tell you where I went wrong at. I had the idea in my mind that I wanted to approach this track a little differently. I didn't want to, you know, jump on this track like I normally do every other track. Meaning I wanted to, you know, switch it up a little bit and change my approach. Which really, like, in all actuality, I shouldn't have did that on this track. I should have stayed with what people known me to do as far as like dumping and shit like that. But for some reason, I wanted to switch it up. So I came a little different than what I normally come. You know what I'm saying? So no rainbow. I know that shit sounded funny. But I'm not saying I wasn't dumping, but it was just a little different, you know? So I end up finishing my verse. I came out the booth. My manager was looking at me like, I'm like, what happened? He like, you sure that's the one you gonna use? I'm like, yeah. He like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, nigga. So when Mario looked at me, I'm like, yeah, I'm good, my nigga. You know what I mean? Like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. So, you know, basically they was trying to say without saying it, like, nigga, she went in, nigga. You sure you gonna use that verse? And I'm like, yeah, man. And, you know, I gave her props and all that, gave it up. I even told her, I'm like, yo, I think you got it, nigga, on this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? So, whatever the case, after the session was over, she ended up leaving, and my man was like, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. She dumped on you on that shit, man. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, man. It happens, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, I didn't spit with the best in them, my nigga, and got off on all these tracks, so it's cool. It's bound to happen. It happens to everybody, man. Now, I could have changed my verse up when she left, you know what I mean? But that would have been some sucker shit. So I just left my verse the way it was and was like, it is what it is, you feel me? And when the shit ended up being released, everybody fucked with it anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that I didn't go off. I never said that I didn't spit no shit. It's just like, I wasn't in the normal bag that I was in during that time. That's all it was. You know what I mean? And she stuck within the realm of how she always come. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's basically what it was. But If you haven't checked that track out, you could do that right now. Go look it up on YouTube. I forgot the name of the joint, but it's on YouTube. Big shout out to Remy, shout out to the BX, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, check out the last video I posted, make sure you stay tuned for the next video. And like I said, I need everybody to follow my new Instagram, @RealJHood_, all right? @RealJHood_. Make sure you like this video. It don't cost you nothing, my nigga. Don't be a hater. Support the kid. And like I said, I've been saying this shit for weeks. I got some real big news that I'm about to drop on y'all niggas real soon. I'm just waiting for the go-ahead and the okay from somebody else because they're going to be promoting this shit. I just want to wait for that before I drop this news on y'all. You know what I mean? So with that being said, until next time, man. Toast from the hood.